a surah that coming now in our hands, a precious surah, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala takes off the veil in front of your eyes. And He names the whole surah Az-Zukhruf. That just our Imam started the surah with Hamim wal Kitab al-Mubin. Az-Zukhruf is the excessive amount of beautification. Allah uses in Quran different words for beautification. One of it is Zahra. لا تمدن عينيك إلى ما متعنا به أزواجهم زهرة الحياة الدنيا. That's the one word. Another word is زينة. المال والبنون زينة الحياة الدنيا. A third word is الزخرف. And الزخرف تقول العرب زخرف كلامه يعني أظهر جميله ليستر قبيحه. When you excessively beautify something to cover something ugly behind it. And that's the meaning of a zukhruf. So if all of these pictures that you saw around Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, Al-Kaaba over there, Ayatul Kursi over there, all these pictures is called zukhruf. It's called zina. But when you have the whole wall is just attached to photos, that is called zukhruf. You cannot see the reality of the wall. You cannot see the real color of the wall. Yet it's covered with pictures, with zukhruf. This is the exact situation of how Allah created dunya. How this life was created, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala filled it with beautification that you cannot see the reality of it. That's why He said in Surah Al-Mulk, إِنَّا جَعَلْنَا مَا عَلَى الْأَرْضِ زِينَةً لَهَا لِنَبْلُوَهُمْ أَيُّهُمْ أَحْسَنُ عَمَلًا. We're gonna cover up the earth with the beautification in order to test them. Which one among them will be the best, the excellent of good deeds, the excellency of good deeds. And that's the real test. How to take off the veils of your eyes. And along the surah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will talk about Ibrahim, and will talk about Fir'aun, and will talk about Musa alayhi salam, but He's not going to go deep in the story. He will just cut very small scenes as Fir'aun is talking about this beautification that he was fooled at, just like many of us are fooled with the dunya. And Fir'aun would call out to his people, Ya qawmi, alaysa li mulku Misr? Don't I own the kingdom of Egypt? Material, zukhruf. وَهَذِهِ الْأَنْهَارُ تَجْرِي مِنْ تَحْتِي, and those rivers are running underneath me. Zukhruf, materials. أَفَلَا تُبْصِرُونَ? Don't you see all of that? Materials and zukhruf. أَمْ أَنَا خَيْرٌ مِّنْ هَذَا الَّذِي هُوَ مَهِينٌ? Am I better, or this insulted man, Musa? فَلَوْلَا أُلْقِيَ عَلَيْهِ أَسْوِرَةٌ مِّن ذَهَبٍ. If he just had braces and necklaces of gold, at least we would respect him. Zukhruf. Even the way he judges people, he looks at people, it's all materialistic view. It's a veil that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created on earth, to the point that some of us walk on earth blinded. Not just that, not just the materials that you touch, even the people around you. Those are zukhruf as well. And in the day of judgment, the fake friends, which all the friends are fake, they will let you down. That's what Allah says in Surah Al-Zukhruf, Al-Akhillau yawma'idhin ba'duhum li ba'din adu. Al-Akhilla, jam'u Khalil. And Al-Khalil is the closest friend to you. He will become your enemy in the day of judgment, except the righteous and the pious among us. Even friends can be fake, can be zukhruf. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala puts all these beautifications as a test to each one of us. How would you see the reality? That Prophet Muhammad always used to see it with his sunglasses. And Allah says, the one and only time this veil will be taken off is when you die. He says, وَجَاءَتْ سَكْرَةُ الْمَوْتِ بِالْحَقِّ ذَلِكَ مَا كُنْتَ مِنْهُ تَحِيدٌ وَنُفِخَ فِي الصُّورِ ذَلِكَ يَوْمُ الْوَعِيدِ وَجَاءَتْ كُلُّ نَفْسٍ مَعَهَا سَائِقٌ وَشَهِيدٌ لَقَدْ كُنْتَ فِي غَفْلَةٍ مِنْ هَذَا فَكَشَفْنَا عَنْكَ غِطَاءَكَ. كَشَفْنَا عَنْكَ غِطَاءَكَ. We have uncovered your eyes. We have taken off your veil. What veil? Az-zukhruf, that you used to be blinded with. And at that point you will realize the truth that you couldn't realize when you were blinded and live. That you will realize that the real house that you should spend your life for is not the one that you paid 1 or 2 million for, but the one that you will have underneath the ground. The real money, the real treasure is not the one that you saved in your bank account, but the one that you spent for the sake of Allah. That's the veil that every one of us today is covered with. And the challenge is how to uncover it and seek the satisfaction of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the path of Allah. May Allah make us among the ones who are not fooled by the zukhruf of this dunya.